Hey guys, I'm Pete. I'm the lead vocalist and lead guitarist of UK hard rock band Manfara. I'm here today to give you a quick little demo and small review of the Mesa Boogie Stiletto Deuce 100 watt stage 1 amp. So that's a mouthful, but what this is Mesa's attempt at a Marshall sort of sound. So it's EL34, 100 watt head, 2 channel. Pretty complicated this one actually, so there's quite a bit to go through, but let's just start dialing in the 2 different channels. So there's 3 modes per channel. I'm going to go through those for you and then choose one that I like and try and dial in the sound. So the first thing I'm going to go for is just this nice, warm, standard, clean sound. So there's 2 modes per channel for power. There's 50 watt and 100 watt. So let's go on to the 100 watt. Well, good sign is, first of all, that's quite a nice sound already. That's with everything at 12 o'clock. So let's go through the 3 different modes. We're on fat clean at the moment. Then there is just clean, which is this. Which again is just so clean, not as fat as the first one. And then we've got crunch. Bit hissy. Now, I think I preferred, we can have a dirty channel with the second one, though. Well, that's a very nice crunch actually. I'll dial it back to fat clean, and let's work on this tone. Less mid, a bit more treble, maybe a tiny bit more gain, more presence, a bit less bass actually. That's nice, there's a little bit of breakup on there. A ton of bass on this amp. I've even turned it down, but there's, well, it is fat clean, I suppose. That is a lovely clean. Nice, like it. Let's move on to channel 2. Now we are on, we're going to start off on crunch, everything at 12. We're going to start off on crunch, everything at 12. That is very sharp. Very, very sharp. Let's forget that for now. crunch on channel 1 was quite a bit nicer, I thought. This is tight gain. Still pretty goddamn bright. Let's try the final one, which is Fluid Drive. Nice, but a little bit not very articulate to my ears. So I'm going to go back to tight gain, I think. And then let's start to dial this in. So we need much less presence. Put that down to about 10 o'clock. A bit more bass, I'm going to put that to 2. I think treble and mids were okay. We've made those changes. So even less treble, presence and treble down. Less mids, more gain, more bass. Let's see what happens. I think slightly less mids, a bit more, tiny bit more treble. Actually quite a bit, let's put it to 11 with treble. Well, so sorry, there's also some other features on this. So we got a change between bold and spongy mode for voice. This is spongy. Okay, this is bold. As it says on the tin, really. I think I prefer spongy. It's a bit more squishy, a bit more vintage. I like that. A bit more push. There's also a choice between solid state rectifier and a tube rectifier. So we're on the tube tracking rectifier at the moment. Okay. But they all sound good, all the modes, but I think I prefer the tube tracking rectifier and the spongy setting because it feels more responsive to play. You've got a bit more sort of squish, a bit more sort of dig that you can get in there, although probably the other two modes push a bit more. So, what's there to say about this amplifier really? Well, it's a monster, that's for one thing. 100 watts, full size head, 4 EL34s, 2 channels, very versatile channels, which is a good thing, but 2 channels nonetheless. There is a solo boost, which is very nice, but it means you can have your dirty, your clean, and your solo boost, which is a good feature. For me, for a small gig and for home use, it's a little bit much for me. I've got a Mesa Boogie Nomad 55, which I can get very similar tones out of, obviously a bit more American because it's 6L6, and this is more of a EL34 Marshally sort of sound, but it's a bit more controllable on the volume. You've got 3 channels there, and you've got independent reverb per channel, which is fantastic. Don't know if it's just me, but 100 watt heads seem to be a little bit excessive for most people these days, hence people going for lunchbox heads, or I like the Mesa Boogie half-size heads in general. It's just easier to fit in a car, easier to get around with. Yeah, it's a great amplifier. This is about £500 to £600, so it is good value, but there are other things with 2 channels out there for that sort of money. You can get a good Marshall for that money, like a JVM, which is more versatile, and it's an actual Marshall, which this is trying to imitate, so, or is of that style. So if you want something of that style, you might as well go for that style, in my opinion. It's a great amplifier, but it's not one that's personally for me. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll play you guys out with something. But that's my review of the amplifier. There you go. If you like that song, or parts of that song, that is called All the Same. It's on our first album called Authority, which you can buy by clicking the link in the description. Please check out all our other videos. We've got songs, we've got blogs, we've got other gear reviews. I've been Pete from Anaphora. You've been my audience. This has been a Mesa Boogie Stiletto Deuce 100 watt stage 1. Ooh.